So I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Bob.
And we've been with MyBudget for 16 years. Both Bob and I are terrible with money. We both love to spend it and could quite easily just get the wage because Bob was the only one working. I was stay at home. And we would go to the shops and we would spend all the money. We just kept getting ourselves really in debt. And then Bob got diagnosed with cancer, which really threw us through the ringer because then he wasn't working. It was tough. When we joined MyBudget, we had $28,000 worth of debt in credit cards and store credit. And then the power and the gas was $4,500. We were behind everything basically by about 3 or 4 months. And then one day I was actually breastfeeding my newborn. I was actually crying and I didn't know what to do. We'd been told by the power company they were coming out to turn the power off at the power pole, which meant we couldn't even go to another company at that stage. No one would touch us until we paid our $4,500 power and gas bill when we had a brand new baby plus 3 other small children. And I was desperate and I was praying. And as I was praying, I actually looked up on the TV and I actually saw the MyBudget ad. And I was like, I don't know who it is. I hadn't been able to get consolidating loans. So I was like, you know what? This is my last try. So I rang and they said, well, you know what? We've just had someone cancel for Friday. Can you come in and see us on Friday? And we went in, they took all our stuff and they said, oh, just give us some time. And while they were going through it, I was like, there is no way they're going to be able to help us out. We don't have enough money coming in for what needs to be paid. And then they came out and they took us into the office and they said, we can help you.
Yeah, it was a godsend. I could not work that out. I said to Kim, it's impossible. What's she going to do? Because I only work probably 2 or 3 days. And then I'm on the chemo, but I don't know how they're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they did.
And with MyBudget's help, we actually had it all paid off. The credit cards and the store payments were paid off in 13 months. MyBudget stepped in and helped make a deal with the power and the gas company. And so they were able to get that paid off within about, I think it was about 6 or 7 months. They spoke with the ombudsman for us. They really worked on behalf for us so that they were able to get the best deals. And I know that with some of the credit cards, they actually went to the courts and were able to get them down. They knew the ins and the outs of what we didn't know. And so, yeah, within 13 to 14 months, all the bills, all the debt was completely paid.
It makes sense for us because we're using our own money to settle the debts and all that stuff, and they can help you with that. So this is a new start. They're helping us to move forward from here.
Yeah.
Which is great relief for us.
Once we joined MyBudget, we were able to actually start to enjoy being a family together. We actually were able to take a holiday, which we hadn't done. It's just made life so much easier. Our bills, there's never a late bill. You know, our families both live overseas, and if someone's sick, we can get on a plane and go. I was able to be a stay-at-home mum. We were able to actually make that dream happen, and we were able to live off Bob's wage, and I could stay at home and raise my children. And that was something that we both really wanted. And we're already planning our next trip. And then at the end of next year, we're going to buy a house. So grateful for what MyBudget has done in our life. Because without MyBudget, I actually don't know if our marriage would have survived. I don't know what would have happened with our kids. I really don't know where we would be. We did believe at one stage we were going to be homeless. I thought we were going to be living in the car because we just couldn't get the money to pay for the things that we needed to pay for, and still trying to act like it was all okay with the kids. That was hard. And then having MyBudget step in, it meant that we didn't have to pretend anymore that everything was okay, because it is okay. And that's thanks to MyBudget.